He tasted iron, counted his bones, and said the words that should have killed him. Streets rose like ribs. Towers groaned. The whole city lifted an inch off the earth. Joran's knees buckled. The oath bit into his lungs like cold wire. He locked his jaw and pushed the last syllable. By breath, by blood I hold. The ground shivered. Lanterns swung. Doors flew open. People screamed. Then beneath the roar, a voice like wind under stone brushed his ear. Hold me a little longer. He almost dropped the oath right there. Who said that? He rasped. His breath fogged in the dust. Heat swarmed through, the letters burned across his sternum. Oath marks glowed faint blue through his shirt. No one was close. The plaza was a whirl of feet, smoke, and prayer banners. Cracks veined the paving. At the rim of the plateau, the abyss yawned, black, bottomless, eating moonlight. The quake had sheared half the cliff. The city of Turn hung over emptiness like a plate held by fraying threads. Joran's oath gripped those threads. He pulled, and the city rose another inch. It felt like hauling a mountain with his teeth. Sentinel! A captain shouted, helmet crooked, eyes wide. Can you keep it up? If I let go, he said, we fall, then don't. The captain sprinted away. Hold me, the voice sighed again like a hand on his shoulder. But softer now, tired. Jon swallowed dust. Stone doesn't talk, he muttered. That was one of the forbidden lines in the oath school. Never answer the world. Let it answer through you. Rule 1. The world listens. He had broken worse rules. Who are you? He whispered through clenched teeth. I am the weight you chose. I am the name under your name. He almost laughed. 18 when he took the oath. A fool with steady hands. Joran of the lower forge, with no family left and a voice that could bind rope to rein. You're the city, he said, because saying it made it true. Your turn. The city shivered like a cat waking. Far streets chimed. A tower cracked and settled. People huddled and watched the air tremble above the abyss. Snow from the high ranges drifted down in ash-gray flakes. Keep me, Turn murmured. The foundation is broken. The heart is hungry. The heart, he pictured the old maps. The root hall under the central square. The deep shaft of stone that every child was warned away from. Old stories said a star fell there. Older stories said the star was a mouth. Another quake hit. Joran's teeth rattled. He tightened the oath's loop around his ribs and made the words thicker. I won't let you go. Danger flooded his chest. Not fear. The sharp warning of a blade pressed to skin. Do not promise me forever, Turn breathed. You will die. I will fall. The order matters. Feet pounded. A shadow fell. Master Mirel, the oldest oathbinder in Turn, leaned on a staff carved with dead vowels. Her white hair whipped in the dust. Child, she said, looking at his hands, not on anything, yet holding everything. You caught it? Barely, he grunted. Release 5 grains, she said. He blinked. 5 what? Breaths. She lifted 2 fingers. Let it settle into your hold. If you grip too hard, the oath rebounds. Joran loosened. The city slipped half an inch and steadied. Screams rose, then hushed. Mirel's eyes, sharp as nails, searched his face. Do you hear it? He hesitated. The rule. He broke it again. It's asking me to hold. Her mouth flattened. Of course it is. What is the heart? Wrong question. Where? She tapped her staff. Beneath you. The core, we used it to root the city above the abyss. The ancients named it a star. I called it a bargain. Hungry, it said. It is always hungry. Mirel's voice dropped. There's a prophecy tied to it. A holder who would lift the city when the root cracked. A holder who would choose which half lives. He looked at the abyss and then at the crowded roofs. Which half? Mirel's lips pressed thin. Top or bottom? What's at the bottom? Her knuckles whitened on the staff. What we pledged to keep asleep. Another rumble slammed through him like surf. He staggered and caught the oath before it slipped. He felt veins of stone cry like tight strings. He felt the city resting in his grip, a weight and a mind. Children were herded into the temple of vows. The bells rang crooked. Somewhere, a baker lifted his bread out of a falling oven and laughed, thin and wild. Life clung. A boy darted to Jorn's side, face streaked with soot. "My sister," he gasped. She fell. Near the root hall. Back. The captain barked, yanking the boy away. Jorn's gut twisted. "Captain," he said, voice raw, "send 2 lines to the hall. Get anyone out." The captain saluted and ran. Turn's whisper curled into his ear. "The girl is on a ledge. I can feel her heartbeat. Yours too. You are not the first to speak to me. You are the first to listen. Help me help you," he said, a long pause like a held breath. Then the twist came quiet as snow. "Let me drop." He thought he misheard. "Say that again." "Release me," Turn breathed. "Let me fall now, under your oath, toward the heart. I can crush it while I still remember my shape. If I don't, it wakes. It wakes for real. Then I fall forever, and you with me." He shook his head, sweat stinging his eyes. "If I let you go, we all die." "Not if you split me," Turn said. Mirel heard nothing, only watched his face. "What is it saying?" He swallowed. The words burned. "It wants to drop. To break the heart." Mirel went still. "Then the old fear is true. The prophecy isn't about saving us. It's about choosing the wound." He stared at the abyss, at the ragged fracture line. He could feel the city streets like veins under his palm. He could feel a second pulse below, slow and old, turning. It did not beat like a heart. It rolled like an eye. "Can you cut a city?" he asked. "I can cut your oath," Mirel said, soft, "into pieces." The thought made bile surge. If he split his vow, he could hold the far districts and let the core fall. He could save the edges. He could lose the center. The temple. The root hall, the boy's sister. He closed his eyes. He saw a girl on a ledge. He saw 1,000 roofs. He felt Turn's weight, asking to be brave in a way stone should not know. A shadow flickered above him. He opened his eyes to find a figure on the temple roof, cloaked, hooded, hands raised, not in prayer. In unmaking, Mirel hissed. "Breaker," she spat, the air buckled. Jorn's oath snapped like a bowstring, jolting his ribs. The city lurched down an inch. He caught it with a shout, threading a new line through his own heart. Pain seared. The world narrowed. The hood fell back. The breaker's face was his own. Jorn froze. The man on the roof had his mouth. His scar, his eyes, older and tired. He spoke, and Jorn's bones hummed with the voice he might one day wear. "Listen, Jorn," the future said. "You cannot save them all." He did not ask how. He did not ask why. He only asked the one question that kept his hands from shaking. Tell me which piece to let go. The future Jorn lifted his palms. The city shuddered. The abyss breathed. "First," the older voice said, "you let go of me." Jorn's grip trembled. The cut formed in his mind like a bright, thin blade. He lifted. The city whispered, brave and small. The heart turned its eye, and then the roof cracked under the breaker's feet. He smiled like a goodbye and dropped. "Wait." Jorn yelled, oath burning through him, choice burning with it. "Want the next blow to land with you?" Follow now for part 2.